The gentleman for whom a video was leaked and an altercation between himself and a male lover of him came up last year, a gentleman known as Headucator. Now, he can be charged.
Headucator will to Headucator edin akwa kopiemu ewo emrashe bedwafie mechira Parliament of Ghana. Minister for Communication Sam George Honorable ono ene de ensem bi atudwa afa Headucator ho ewo emrashe bedwafie. Opese wutiem sa na oni din esikapudo TV obaso like share ma fufu nya bi hwe subscribe yen so na do nsabo subscribe button no so e de amami yem pense ensem yi. Abusia said the name na ne se eye den ya empanimfo e wo Ghana aban empanimfo de wotena se adwendwen oman ne ho didi oman ne ho enkom na no nti anano ada empanimfo tena se wo mrahye bedwafie mecha parliament e na omo twetwe oman ne ho enkom na no na ba betodwa ama o mabehya ase edi nkomo edi afa eye LGBTQ eho na no na Honorable Sam George, our Minister for Communication, ebe ya tum say, Jawa Branti ebi Ghana ha ye friend Headucator. Ona media no so awo ye ne honi ni bibi ya te se oba. Meanwhile, krona ye wo munsuso no ye say LGBTQ ye njintu nenso ye wo bi wo Ghana ha se ya oye ne ho se oba. Inti onte sa ho no asidi enti e wo se bema etina oman mu eye ne ho se oba uhe mu so e yampa busia memfa wo nko akire eye na anu a etwa mu ya na wotwe etwa mu ya program bi ko so wo enkran eye dosi ene hyehyɛ sa program no plural speech na e ho no no na kyese wo video na etwa gu a utimi hu se emema ayera wo man mu kyese ubeka se emanko a ene kokopie mu e plural speech won so onua enye manko a eye mema ene yetimi afa emma atade e de ahya akwa kogina mu ewo meanwhile oman na yetimi ne nsoso no ye say ye nje saa ne ema no entum entidie enti ena saa ne ema no ekoso na do de nsem mutudwa no wo ba be kire mu se eye emrahye bedwafie ono mo na nkasa no ona bo ntim fodwo je wo bi wo Ghana ha se ono so ye ne ho se oba berema wono ne se oni honorable intim fodwo e wo bibie e wona honorable intim fodwo be ya no se nipa na beka na wono de ofisi oba awi ase pa de enya de a wafa berema da na on de se nyankopo bo se Adam and Eve se oba afa berema oba afa berema fa oba no sa na waye na se pan se wono berema afa berema de onye ebida abusia ukopie mu video no uborema chese eyucha ano de abusia yenko ni ngongushe video.
The gentleman for whom a video was leaked and an altercation between himself and a male lover of him came up last year, a gentleman known as Headucator. Now, he can be charged on the basis of the video of male and male intercourse. That is a different thing. But aside from that video that came out, that individual holds himself out and promotes homosexual activity on his social media page. That person is holding himself out, so there is an act, and there is the actors' rules and mens rea can be determined from his activity. So you take his activity on social media, his public commentary he has made where he admits to what his sexual preferences are.
So he can't make that statement.
So
he's not allowed to make that statement.
It is not just about making the statement. That the actors' rules then goes to what has he been doing. The statement is an evidence of the mens rea, the thinking. But the actors' rules is in what has he done to actualize the statement that he is this.
So those two, Sam, so those two must go before you can ground a cause of criminality.
Rev, allow. Doc, continue.
Yes. And so you would want to be very specific on those prohibited acts rather than So if they are exempted, then you also want that to come very early in the law, so that anyone who is reading it is clear in their mind. Otherwise, from the beginning, you're going to run into problems. So I only say that we should be careful around status offenses. And increasingly, we are moving away from that because they are quite difficult to prosecute. I'm looking at the hereafter of the law, and you may not be able to actually catch anyone. Yes.
Fifi and Sam, judging from your, I'll come to you. Who is, if you go by who is a lesbian, a gay, a bi, whatever,
Chairman, you must read the preamble. A person shall not. You can't say a person shall not who is.
No, I'm talking about
who is.
I'm talking about one.
Yeah, but one has a preamble. A person shall not.
Yes. So a person shall not.
Because that deals with A, B, C, D before you get to E, which says hold out.
Yes.
And so, Chairman, let me just give you a fantastic example. Maybe this will make the whole room laugh a bit. There's another individual called Angel Maxine. Angel Maxine says that Angel Maxine is a male who claims that he has transitioned to a female and has held himself out on TV and done music videos, and now claims that he is having intersex with Honorable Intim Fojo, and that Honorable Intim Fojo is his gay lover. Now, on that person's claim, that person is holding out and making such claims. Tell me how we managed to prosecute these ACP Agodro and others on the basis of a text message in the WhatsApp group that was a conversation that we were able to find criminality and prosecute. But why are we saying that someone like this individual who has gone out to hold out and is even making such claims, we are saying we can't hold the person is not holding, and that is not prosecutable?
Chairman, my name has come up. It is important I respond. Mr. Chairman, I want to state categorically, I have never been gay. I have never been any LGBTQ. I have no intercourse whatsoever with Angel Maxine in her old or present life. No, it's important. In her old or present life, as contrary to her claim, contrary to his or her claim that she has had some, perversive intercourse with me, I've never engaged in any sexual intercourse apart from what God created between Adam and Eve. And to state that the concerns that Doctor and all my friends have raised is addressed in Clause 7. Here, we for the purposes of this act, grossly indecent act means public show of romantic relations between among persons of the same sex, public show of romantic relations between or among persons where one or more of the persons have undergone gender or sex reassignment or cross-dressing to portray that the person is of a gender different from the gender determined at birth. But the catchword here,
are they holding out?
No. With intent to engage. So that is addressing those concerns that people who cross-dress for cultural purposes, there is no intent. But the person who is claiming, self-confessing, posting videos and acts, and identifying clearly beyond a doubt that they are LGBTQ who fills a form with all fidelity and indicates that they are LGBTQ for whatsoever ulterior purpose, has given sufficient prima facie grounds for which they should be liable under this act. If we fail to uphold the holdout, then what is the foundation of the mischief we are trying to cure here? Thank you.
Now, if you look at those who commit the offense, the sentencing regime under this one is even more than those who commit the offense. Because if you hide in your room and go and engage in any sexual activity, nobody is going to see. And you are not likely to corrupt anybody. But it is an outward manifestation that we must discourage more than even the performance. Because nobody, even those who are engaged in heterosexual sex, do they come and do it publicly? They do it in the comfort of the house.
Hold out.
Please, let's continue to hold out. Let's hold out. Let's hold out the holdout.
Right. So at the end of the day, sa holdout no, omuji tumu. Omo say so be a portray the ho. So ye gay a, nipa ni ye gay. Okasa wo twen se obe kwakoto nipa no wodam so ni bi dade a, ene wu nya na da. Na emum no, omo wo social media, omo portray omo so omo ye gay, omo di influence others no.
Emrashe Bedofio behind Headucator. Starting baby fana. Baby asem na ye drew. Asem no e ye drew high court. Emunti. that you do obey your I was saying, I didn't escape with you, but so I like it. Share my friend, you shall subscribe here. Oh, and it's a dear mamma, and say, had it, and some of course, all my name. You move fun. You go, dear major, so assistant, hey, guy.